It happened at about 6:30 this morning, a two-alarm blaze that destroyed one unit in this Toronto community housing high-rise on Shooter near Parliament. There were no injuries and the cause is under investigation, but there are questions and concerns being raised tonight on the part of residents as to why the alarm system had been taken offline and if the backup plan actually put them at risk.
We're just lucky that, we didn't have any fatalities here with a fire in an apartment like that.
Lucky indeed. While the fire caused a lot of smoke elsewhere in the 17-story Toronto community housing building, it was confined to one unit on the 7th floor. The tenant, a 67-year-old woman, was not in her apartment at the time, but her home is gutted. Her daughter, Christine, who did not want to appear on camera, tells us what happened.
Came out to see one of her friends off for work. And just as she was coming in, she heard a big smash out. She looked up and she seen flames and windows being shot up, and took her a few seconds to realize that it was her house.
Complicating the situation this morning at 275 Shooter was the fact that the fire panel located behind this door was under repair. This is the system that would set off the alarm and give a voice announcement that there was a fire. Tenants say it's disconcerting that it wasn't working.
I looked all over the place and going, why isn't there any fire alarm?
Yeah. That bothers you?
Yeah, because we get dozens of false alarms. And when we needed it the most, it wasn't there.
When the alarm system is disabled in a building that size, the normal protocol is to put a secondary plan in place, which would include alerting Toronto Fire that the alarm has been disabled and for how long.
So that crews responding will know that the alarm is not functioning. And that, again, remains under investigation.
Toronto Housing also could not say if the fire department had been notified, but did say that one of the protocols is to put notices up to tell the residents in the building what's happening. One tenant tells me this wasn't done until this morning, even though work started on Monday.
We've had no notices or anything about that going on until they put up the signs this morning.
After the fire.
After the fire.
TCH could not confirm that notices were up before today.
I can say that there were some additional notices put up this morning. If there are tenants who feel that they were not alerted to this, then we want to hear that.
The other contingency for when the fire alarm is down is that there must be a fire watch, which in this case is a single security guard patrolling each floor every hour.
Clearly that wasn't enough. One person to supervise a whole high-rise building with all these tenants is not enough.
If he's up on the 16th and he gets downstairs, he ain't gonna smell anything up there.
TCH says one fire watch is sufficient according to the fire code, but that they're always looking at ways to improve.
Our first priority is always the safety of our residents. And so in any situation, we always do a debrief and we take a look at whether or not there are any lessons learned.
Now, TCH could not tell me how many fires they experience every year at their properties, but there have been several highly publicized fatal fires at TCH buildings over the last couple of years, including one from a year ago, a suspected arson at a senior's home that left 4 people dead. TCH was charged with violating the fire code in that case.